Hi, my name is Tammy, and I am presenting this TESOL English Capstone 2 lesson.
All right, friends, we're going to continue our lesson on traveling, and we've talked the last few days about travel itineraries, writing summaries, and you looking for key travel vocabulary. Today, we're going to talk about a different type of writing, and we're also going to do far more reading today. So this lesson is going to be about travel blogs. How many of you know what it is like to travel? If I had to guess, many of you absolutely know how it is to travel. I travel a lot. I go from the United States to Panama, I've been to China, I've been to Hong Kong, some amazing places. One thing I always did when I went to travel to these places is I read about them. I wanted to know more about that place before I actually went there. So sometimes I used travel guides, sometimes I used itineraries and brochures, but most of the time I actually looked at a travel blog. A travel blog is a summary of a trip an individual has taken, and they want to share it with you. It usually has a photo and a short amount of text. So as we look today at travel blogs, I want you to imagine that you can go anywhere. And because you can go anywhere, we have the freedom to be inventive. How many of you have ever been anywhere famous? Great. Julio's been to Antofagasta, Chile. Juan has been to the Eiffel Tower. I have been to, the most famous places I have been is actually, I've been to several Mayan pyramids in Mexico, and I've also been to some really cool Buddhist places in China. They were all amazing places. So we've gone to amazing places. Now that we know we've been to amazing places, we want to tell the world about them. That is when we write a travel blog. A travel blog is normally going to have a few elements. So let's take a moment and let's look at the screen here. Let's see if we can identify these parts. This is a travel blog that I pulled up. We see that it's a web page, right? We can see that there's an image of where the individual is going or has been, and there's usually a title, and then there's some text. Now in this case, this is not a lot of information. That's okay. Travel blogs can be short bits of information. We've been working a lot on writing summaries and short and concise sentences together. So writing a travel blog is like the next step for us, which makes sense. But today we're going to focus on our reading skills. A good way to start reading this by scanning. I love to scan. It's a quick way to look at the text. So let's scan this. Web page is Borcelle. There's an image. There's a title. Discover the hidden gem of Machu Picchu. All right. This individual has done some things up here in the title to kind of grab our attention. We can see a few things are spelled wrong. That's a great trick, like your mind really sees what's going on there. They've given us some text here, and they have some login, so this blog obviously has a way for us to look at it. They've broken their text up into nice short paragraphs and very concise sentences. Okay, each of you do have a copy of this on your iPad, so open up your iPads, and you will have the copy of the same blog, right? Students have opened their iPads, each of them have their iPad. Now, the first pass, I want you to read this silently to yourself. And take your pencil, your iPad pencil, your iPencil, and I want you to circle any word you don't know. And I want you to underline one thing you find really important in that reading, okay? We're gonna take the next 5 minutes for that to work. 5 minutes have passed, I've circulated the room, I've helped the students as they're reading, I've helped them underline important information if they're confused, I've helped them circle words that they're not certain of. Great. Now, just so we're all on the same page, I'm gonna take some reading volunteers. And first, we'll do the first paragraph. Who is my reading volunteer today? Julio, go for it. We've all listened to Julio read the first paragraph. Who would like to read the second paragraph? Since it's kind of long, we're going to break it up right here at the. Who would like to read the second one? Juan. We've heard Juan read. All right, second half of that paragraph. Francisco, way to go, my friend. Francisco has finished reading. Last one. 2 sentences. Who wants to tackle the last 2 sentences? Good job, Bill. Got the last 2 sentences. Okay, let's take a moment to digest everything we've read. Last week I visited Machu Picchu and it was amazing. They went to Cusco. I arrived. It was incredible. The most famous spot was the Sun Gate, where they could see the whole city, and they recommended visiting early in the morning. Who knows what I just did? That's right, I kind of skimmed. And what parts of the paragraphs did I skim? That's right, the topic sentences. So as you read, take a moment and think, did you skim or did you read? You want another time? Okay, good, we'll do it again. But this time, you're gonna follow along as I read. All right, that way, not only are you hearing it, but you're seeing the words. So follow along as I read. Last week, I visited Machu Picchu. It was amazing. I have read the entire story, okay? All right, now that we have a really good idea of what they're saying, we're gonna play our favorite game. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I am going to give you a true and false. If the statement I give you is true, thumbs up, right? If the statement I give you is false, thumbs down. Are we ready? Okay. First question. This travel blog is about the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, thumbs down. We all got that one. Good. This individual rode a train to Aguas Calientes. Right? Thumbs up. Rode a train to Aguas Calientes. All right. The most famous spot they saw was the Sun Gate. Thumbs up. You guys are right. Now, this travel writer says you should never go to Machu Picchu. It's not a fun place to visit. Yep, that's false. Good job. Okay, the last part of this activity, I want you to turn to your partner. We are going to do a pair and share. You are going to share the sentence you underlined that you found to be the most interesting or informative. I'm going to walk around the room and help you all out, and I just really want to find out, too, what you found as interesting in each of your sentences.